Kieran, myself and Craig went to Khwa one day. Michael introduced us to the interns from the Kalahari and these remote areas near the desert. That was the beginning. There was this connection with them. And then we planned the day to bring them to Cape Point, and we wanted to show them the exhibition. We wanted to show them around Cape Point, show them a little bit of tracking, and maybe to just ignite something in them. Welcome. So I hope you guys find this very exciting. We have tourists coming from all over the world. They get quite excited by this exhibition. We all come from this African gene, but you guys are direct descendants.
Có sẽ ai có ai ngô anh ăn khoa gì à thì cái đi thì cũng hàng của chị sĩ anh qua gần hàng cho cái này cũng của cái đồ người ta cũng có những cái biết đâu gì các cái sĩ quân cái đấy cũng cái it's like he's a great hunter, he's a big hunter.
For various reasons, you guys ended up in the Kalahari or remote areas surrounding the Kalahari. But hopefully you'll feel your ancestral links to your ancestors that lived here for thousands and thousands of years.
We're finding is an incredible inspiration for biodiversity conservation.
Now you see, this is called False Bay, this area here, and it's one of the greatest bays in the world in terms of biodiversity, the number of animals and plants. There's very few places in the world that has this kind of life because we've got this incredible nutrient coming from the ocean. This is a place where a lot of early people lived that are directly connected to your bloodline and ultimately go back to connect all of us on this planet. This is the actual material early people used to mix with eland fat and the plants and everything to make the paintings. Do any of you still use it?
Me.
What do you use it for, may I ask?
Do some of the rock art painting, so I do it on canvas and sometimes on stones, so I still do it.
Beautiful. Stunning. I'd love to see some of the paintings. You can see just the first tracks here. This is a troop of baboons moving through this area, and they like this wild asparagus here. And then it's got sand on it, and they're very clever. They wipe it on their fur to get rid of the sand, and then they eat it. This is the plant. It's actually an algae that grows underwater. You can eat this. You can eat that.
An amazing experience, and just to see all these young people, never seen the ocean before, just to come alive and to be just grabbing it and embracing this whole beautiful experience that you offered today is just fantastic.
So these are kind of sacred groves. They're some of the last left. The whole coast used to be covered in them. Now there are only these small places that are left. They're some of the old natural houses of our ancestors. You know. The wind actually sculpts and cuts the tree, and you can see actually the tracks of the wind in the architecture of these trees.
And these milkwoods are very important. So in certain places you can't just cut milkwoods because it's preventing the wind erosion.
So a big whale, you get 20 tons of fat. It's the best animal that you can possibly eat if you're living wild here. And they collect the fat, and then you can take the fat using the kelp. You see how hollow it was inside? Yeah. They put the fat in there and they carry it. So this was one of the most important meals when these people were living here on the coast. And we find evidence of these old whale feasts along this coast. So this is a bronze whaler. It's like a 3-meter shark, and just gets taken out by an orca.
We all come from this African gene. Our ancestors and the San were so connected to the land, to nature. In many ways, we're going full circle to get back into the way the San lived, being more one and harmony with the environment around us. Some of the big problems in the world are because this connection to the environment is not good for the human psyche.
So remember, those first 2.5 minutes, that's what you've got to get past. You've got to be very strong mentally. Okay, so we're going to try and go not just for 2 seconds, just a little bit longer.
Today I've enjoyed a lot. The most enjoyable thing in my life today, it was getting inside this water.
They loved it. They were so brave to get in the water. It was just such a special day.
If you dance, really if you dance sun culture, that smile is on your face, that happiness is here on your heart. Oh, then you just like you'll fly like a bird.
I have enjoyed a lot here. It was my first time to swim. I want to go and swim again.